What's up, YouTube? Minnie Minchino here, and welcome back to the Minnycast. For those who are new, this is the weekly podcast vlog type show where I share with you some updates and sort of ramble about a topic for 10 minutes or whatever. Today, however, we've got DJ.MAGIC, aka Candido, chilling here, and he's gonna be doing his own segment on a certain topic this week, and I'm just here to deliver a couple updates and stuff. So to get those out the way, I am working on a Halloween Let's Play that is intended to go up the week leading up to Halloween. So basically tomorrow and up to Halloween, and then every Friday after that if it continues. I don't actually know how long the game is, so yeah, this should be interesting. I'm also thinking about reworking my upload schedule in general, basically removing one Let's Go video. So instead of 4 a week, it's going to be 3 a week. And maybe upping UE back to 2 times a week. I don't know. Still working on that. But yeah. I feel like I shouldn't bog you down with updates any further. So we're going to go over to DJ.MAGIC and see what's up. But before I do that, I'm going to say thanks for watching. I hope you enjoy it. Feel free afterwards to check out any other series I got on this channel, as well as joining the Minchino clan on Discord if you haven't done that already. Links to that will be in the description down below. This sounds like my outro, but it's not. I'll see you later, guys. Enjoy DJ.
Hey, what's up, guys? DJ.MAGIC here, and I am back on the Minnycast. Did you guys miss me? I hope everybody's doing alright. I've been doing alright myself, actually. I have been keeping busy. I've been job hunting, hanging out with friends, enjoying the nice weather while it's still here. It's now approaching fall. It actually already is fall, and the next thing you know, winter will be here, so not looking forward to that. But, you know how it is. We've been keeping happy, and I hope you guys are too. Now, today's topic is going to revolve around the importance of self-acceptance. I'm also going to be briefly touching on how I was able to, in the end, say with absolute confidence to myself and other people that I do accept who I am today. And I'm just going to be, going through very quickly on some of the key events in my life, I guess, the key occurrences, some of the things that I went through just that helped me in the end, accept who I am. So basically for me, I'd like to start off by saying, for me anyway, it's really important for anybody to accept who they are, because for me personally, you're just not happy until you really truly do accept who you are. Because I've spent a good portion of my life just doing what the majority of the group that I was with would do, and I would always be the one that would conform to whatever was cool during the that time, or just conforming to whatever discussion was happening, and not putting forth my own unique perspective on things. I would always just be there doing whatever everybody else would be doing, and I wasn't happy doing that for the longest time. I would always wonder, what am I really doing? Who am I really? And that's the worst thing, because growing up, just even especially as a teenager, when you're just slowly figuring things out, it's incredibly important to be happy with who you are. And of course that's going to be easier said than done, and it definitely was for me. And basically a lot of just different factors in my life contributed to making it very difficult for me to accept who I really am deep down. And that's basically how I feel about why it's really important to accept who you are. It's just, in a nutshell, you're just not happy, not genuinely happy until you do. And other people that really care about you and know the real you will see that you're not happy immediately. And honestly, it's the worst thing ever because I've been on the opposite end, and I've seen other friends who didn't accept who they were, and I've seen them struggle, and there's not really anything you can do as a bystander. It's one of those things that people have to figure out for themselves, and in due time, they eventually will end up there. There's a lot of cases where people just never do accept who they are, and I unfortunately have some people, or rather I had some people who were close to me, like in my family, whom I don't speak to anymore, and they were exactly like that. They grew old never accepting who they were, and just generally they were unhappy their whole life. So I hope I could reach people by doing this mini cast, and hopefully you guys will second guess the way you're living right now if you're in that position, you know. But basically, a lot of what I went through as a child, being bullied, as you may have heard from past mini casts that I've done, and also just dealing with, family being corrupt. That's a nice way of putting it. Just growing up under certain conditions, it was really, really difficult for me to accept who I was because A, I've been lied to a lot by my family, and B, I was treated awfully by, just people in either school or in the general public when I was younger, and that caused me to be very angry, and it clouded my judgment and just made me very, very just easy to, it made me very quick to snap at people, and that was not the way I wanted to be, and I was depressed. And I recently found out that basically when I was born, there were complications, and I guess recently I have noticed certain weird things about my thinking pattern, and so I figured I'd ask my mom if when I was born or at some point when I was a kid, did the doctors tell her that whether I had brain damage or something, because I would notice little things in my just thinking pattern that were a bit off, like certain repetitious behavior that just wasn't justifiable by any means, and it would annoy me and others around me, so I had to get to the bottom of it, So that goes hand in hand with what I was saying a while ago. Like, I've been lied to a lot because my mom recently told me that yes, you do happen to have a irreversible form of brain damage on your left side. So I did some reading on that, and let me tell you guys, it is hard to accept because you grow up and you think, oh yeah, I'm blind. That's all I gotta deal with, I've known that as my primary issue my whole life. And then only to find out at the age of 31, and not sooner like I should have found out, only to find out now that I had this learning disability, I guess, my entire life. And I'm at the point where I do accept who I am because I've dealt with all of that prior. And eventually I learned that I wanted to be happy in the end, and in order for me to do that, I had to stop lying to myself. I had to stop being someone else. I had to just accept the conditions that I've been dealt with. I have to take the cards that I have been dealt with in life and just play the hand, and hope for the best and do my best. Because if I don't, it's just gonna be such a waste, So that's why it's really important for anybody to accept who they are in the end. And just a lot of the bullying back when I was a child made it really difficult to do that. So if you guys that are listening right now are finding it really difficult to just follow through with what you want to do in terms of accepting who you are, just know that it is not going to happen in one day, like it's, the pyramids weren't built in a day, and neither can this can't be done in a day. It took most of my life, up until now actually, just to realize that I do like who I am. I am very content with, you know, what I've got going on right now and how I'm living. Yes, there are improvements that I could make, but that's with anything and with anyone. So I'm not even mad at that. But in terms of how things are going right now and who I am and, you know, how I perceive myself, I have no complaints. Despite what I found out recently, yes, I'm angry with, you know, the fact that I had been told this like so late in my life, and to only know that I can't even do anything about it is heartbreaking. It's crushing. But if I let it destroy me, that's only gonna be counterproductive. It's gonna be, you know, scarring. It's gonna be painful, and it's gonna be hell for those that care about me, and I don't want them to see me go through that. They're used to seeing me as the strong, confident individual that I am, and that's how I'm going to continue to be. And really, you guys, that's how it should be. You know, you're going to go through some things in life. You're going to hear things you don't necessarily want to hear, or hell, you might not even want to accept what you're going through or hearing, you know? It's sometimes really, really hard to accept it. But once you do, it'll be the greatest thing in the world, because that's one less thing you have to worry about. And I mean, I'll give you a good example. Ever since I found out about my condition, a lot of things in regards to my thinking pattern make sense now. So instead of just sitting there wondering, oh, why do I think this way? Or why is it that I repeat this so much? Or why is it that people have to tell me things so many times in order for me to get it? You know, like, it's heartbreaking, but in the end of the day, I at least know what's up now, and I can find ways around it, you know, even if I gotta make more notes or something, just anything. At least I'm not just sitting there wondering what's up with me. You know what I mean? So, I'd like to think I'm alright now, and to be honest, if it's really overwhelming, you guys just go talk to someone about it. Talk to a close friend, a family member, a spouse, a counselor, anybody that's willing to listen, because again, the sooner you accept yourself, the better your life will be, and just the more you will flourish, and just, you know, you will discover who you were meant to be in the future a lot quicker once you accept yourself. Because you can take it from me, the longer you choose not to accept yourself, the longer you spend coasting through life aimlessly, just trying to figure stuff out, and it's not fun. You're going in circles, and it's horrible. So take it from me, you guys. Do everything and anything in your power to, you know, realize that it's okay to accept who you are, and it's okay to be who you are. And if, you know, it just so happens that there are people in your life that cannot accept that, then they're not worth keeping. And that's the end of that, you know? Your real friends will like you for who you are, and as long as you're confident, and as long as you can successfully say that you like who you are today, then you're set. But anyways, that's enough rambling for me. I really hope I helped you guys out today. I know that I kind of rambled quite a bit there, but I hope I made some kind of sense. I feel like I did. So, you know, I hope you guys learned from my rambling as much as I hope, you know. But again, accept who you are, because the longer you don't, the longer you remain unhappy. And I think that's the moral of, not moral, but you know, that's the primary message of this. But anyways, I have rambled on way too long, so I'm gonna go ahead and say thank you guys so much for listening, and please feel free to check out all the other projects that Minny has going on this channel. And I know I said that weirdly, so I apologize. But until next time, you guys, DJ.MAGIC out.